We kind of revealed our inner demons to each other during that walk.
Tell you what, I should be filming her the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
well.
effing hilarious. Got some new gear, new camera, and some new lenses. Totally changing. Can you believe it has been over a month since I moved to Bangkok? Absolutely crazy. Time has flown by. So today I wanted to do a bit of a day in the life. There's a few things. We're going to go to an amazing local, well, it's nearby local market to show you that. I'm going to tell you about the things that I've been enjoying here. We're going to meet Gary for some food. I might have a haircut in this video, get rid of the curls. You never know. Let's see how that goes. And just, yeah, hang out. Oh, and I have a new camera that we're not using yet, but we're going to switch to at some point in this video. I'll tell you why I'm doing that. But I thought I'd stop off for breakfast. Pork skewers at this little street food stall. You get this all over Thailand, all over Bangkok. Of course, you just have these guys stood on the road, cooking, grilling. You get the smell way before you see the food, of course, and it's just so good. So I've gone for 6 skewers, 10 baht each, which is like 20 pence each. Definitely can't complain about that. And then sticky rice as well, again, 10 baht. Oh man, so good. Tiny, tiny bit sweet, but we're in Thailand, we're in Bangkok. That's what you expect. And I like more salty things. Oh my God, that sticky rice is hot, but you just get a bag of sticky rice and the pork and the rice is like a perfect combination. And that's breakfast. You've got loads of people coming up and ordering it, full of locals coming up and ordering it. One of the things I love about being here is accessibility to street food, of course, so absolute bonus. The other thing I'm very happy about, one of the biggest decisions I would say to get right, and I got it right, I feel, is my condo. Now, I think for me, I found the perfect condo. It may not be the perfect condo for you, but for me, this is the perfect condo, and I'm really enjoying it. The kitchen, okay, it's small, and the hob is a bit rubbish, I've got to admit, but what it's doing is rather than just cooking and eating, it's making me enjoy the process of cooking, the chopping, everything takes a bit longer in a kitchen this size, and with a hob that's a bit naff. So I'm labor of love, I think. And actually that's quite therapeutic, it's quite nice. Like I said, I don't cook that often, but when I do, I can really focus on the process of cooking, and I love cooking. So that's actually quite a nice thing. I'm not gonna lie. But still, I've shown you before, without doubt, the best thing about this apartment, other than the pool, and other than the gym, which obviously I'm using every day, is the view. And this is something I'll never get tired of. I'll never get tired of showing. It is such a pleasure to live with a view like that. Let me tell you, the whole of Bangkok, both sides of the river, you can see over there. I must admit, I do get a few weird feelings being this high up. I don't normally suffer with vertigo, but 40 plus floors. I'm not gonna tell you which, but it's high, regardless of the day, regardless of the weather. I mean, it's quite nice today, a few clouds in the sky. The air condition isn't so bad, so you can kind of get the view. It is just wonderful, and I love it. At night, by day, watching the trains go past, it is a pure joy. And yeah, once you have a view like this, you don't realize how important it is, because you can never go back to looking at a wall. I mean, you couldn't have a view where you're just looking at that, could you? Wouldn't really make sense. I got my new TV, as I said I would, 55 inches, I think. Got a good deal on that. And I got myself a Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I don't game that much anymore, but I used to play games quite a lot. I always had a games console. I just haven't had one for the last couple of years because of the travel. It hasn't really made sense. However, I thought it would be good to have to give me something else to do to relax, if you see what I mean, because I film a lot, I edit a lot, I'll go for a walk, I'll go eat, but I always feel like my mind is switched on. I want something where I can just switch off and not think about anything. Otherwise I end up just scrolling on my phone or doing something like that, and that's not helpful or useful. However, as nice as it is, and it is nice, and I am enjoying it as I say, it feels a little bit bland, let's say that. And I said I want to get some stuff to go here, and I do. I have actually got I don't know if this was a good or a bad idea, but I got a little terrarium. You can't really see it. And it needs a little bit of love and care, but I thought it would be quite a cool idea, and it's one of those things that you can kind of leave for a few weeks and it will just get on with it because the moisture is trapped in it. So I got myself a little terrarium, but let's be honest, it's not really filling that space, is it? It's not really making it homey. And the same over here. This space, again, it's just a bit bare and it's a bit blank, and I don't know, I feel like I'm not allowed to put anything on the wall, and that's a bit of a shame, it's a bit of a pain. So I'm thinking plants, and I've said this before, I would like to get some plants that go into here. They need to be plants which can survive me going away for a few weeks. I probably will, the longest go away for a month, but there's ways you can get around it, self-watering pots, friends coming in to water them. It definitely needs 1 to 2 weeks without watering. So if you guys can think of any, that would be good for that. Cacti, obviously, and I'm thinking maybe up here for the cacti. But just in general, some nice looking plants that don't need so much care for watering, that would be useful. However, there's a weekend market, and today is a Sunday. It's just about a 15-minute walk away, and they must do some plants. But regardless, it's quite a cool market, and I'd quite like to show you. It's quite famous in Bangkok. So we're gonna head there now, or I'm gonna bring you guys there with me. We're gonna look around the market and just get some ideas whilst I await your comments for which plants I should get. Now, unfortunately, for this segment, I forgot to turn my microphone on. Not the first time, but hopefully the last with my new equipment. So it's actually quite good timing to show you guys. Anyway, what I was trying to tell you in this segment was I have been really not struggling, but the heat is definitely oppressive in Thailand. You definitely notice it. So I would say electrolytes are an absolute must. So you can get them in 7-Eleven, which are absolutely everywhere. Get one of these electrolyte powders. It's called Neolite. It's just 5 baht, so like 10, 15 pence. Super cheap. And then I like to get a litre bottle of water. I think it does say put it in less, but I like to know I'm drinking enough water. And I just carry it around with me and, sip it. Sip it before I'm thirsty. And it makes such a difference. The days where I have them feel okay. The days where I forget to get them or I don't get them, you can feel it. You can feel it with this oppressive heat. It's 35, 40 degrees and it's going to get hotter. So yeah, make sure if you're visiting Bangkok or you're in any hot place, get your electrolytes in. I promise you it makes such a difference. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get off to the market. Alright guys, welcome to Chatuchak Market. It's only open at weekends, Saturday and Sunday. We're on Sunday, so it's a little bit quieter. Saturday is the busy day. And let me tell you, you can and you will get absolutely lost here. It reminds me of like one of the Middle Eastern souks, like all these narrow little alleyways. You have no idea where you are, but this place sells absolutely everything. Whatever you want, whether it's clothes or kitchen stuff, or jewelry, or perfume, or taps, or whatever it is, it sells it here, let me tell you that. And I assume there's going to be plants here too, which is what I've got my eye out for. But there are actually some quite cool shops here, some quite nice shops here. It's definitely an interesting place to come. I used to think it was a bit naff, like it's a bit overdone. Everyone comes here and films here on YouTube. And I don't want to make that video, so I thought it's a bit like, I don't know, just a massively touristy thing. And it's one of the most popular tourist markets in Bangkok. But actually, I've been here a few times because it is so close. And just to walk around, have a look, browse, it's actually quite fun. It's quite interesting. Don't come at peak hours, otherwise it's pure chaos. But it is quite nice and it's interesting to walk around. So I'll show you a few things and we'll keep an eye out for those plants. Now there are shops that I probably wouldn't buy from, but then every now and then you get a shop that's quite cool. And now, okay, it's not the best stuff. If I find one, I'll show you. But, you know, this person, they do their own designs. They do their own prints on the t-shirts. The prices are crazy cheap, obviously, in this market. But it's pretty cool. And I think this is also their shop as well. Just, you know, you have independent businesses, independent people, creators. That's essentially what I am. And that's what they're doing too. Making some interesting things like, come on, they're not terrible. Look at that, it's a watermelon whale. That's quite funny. And yeah, look, cat one. Definitely rubbing it in for the cat cafe that had no cats that I went to in the last video. Stuff here, you just have to find it. You have to walk around through the tat and find the cool shops, which I promise you, there are. I found something funny now. You might have seen that collectibles and Pokemon cards and things like that are way back in fashion. From a collecting perspective and money perspective, these are like 20, 30 pounds, 20 pounds, 20, 25 pounds, 900 baht, 800 baht. Okay, crazy, but okay. These, a set of 4, okay, they're graded, so 9.5, which is mint condition, about 75 pounds, 3,500 baht. Well, I mean, it looks quite cool if you know anything about Pokemon, it looks quite cool. That is 38,500. That's nearly £1,000. It's like £900. Absolute madness. This one, 24,500, 10 out of 10, pristine. The prices here are crazy. That one there, 39,500. Absolutely mental. I need to get back to Alderney, get into the attic and dig out my Pokemon cards from when I was like 8, 9, 10. Maybe I'm a millionaire sitting on these prices. Absolutely mental. Mental. Don't think I'll be buying them. I think this is one of the things I like most about Bangkok and what I've really appreciated in this first month. This market's reminding me, but it can be anywhere, to be honest, and it happens pretty much every day. But Bangkok is very much a sensory experience. Thailand and Asia is very much a sensory experience, and I'm sure that will tone down the longer I spend here. But literally, riding a bike into town or wherever I'm going, just getting a bike taxi, is a sensory experience. Coming out and exploring this market, the people watching, the sights, the smells, the food, everything. Going out for lunch, going out for dinner, just going for a walk along the street. It just seems for me, because it is a different culture to me, it's not new, but it's different, let's say. Everything just feels like a stimulation. Now, some of you might find that tiring, but I think I need that. And over Madeira and over UK, this place really gives it to me. And that's something I've noticed very clearly over this month. I haven't felt bored at all. And okay, that will come. And then I said this, I can just jump on a plane somewhere or hire a bike and go for an adventure. Like, there's stuff to do. On Madeira, I felt a little entrapped. And everything did feel a bit samey and the same level of sensory experience. Not a bit of it here. All right, a couple of cool shops to show you. I found some plants as well, but first, handmade tableware. Little mugs or little cups, that's quite nice. Shame I don't drink that much coffee anymore. Bowls, plates, all sorts of things. They actually look very nice, I like them a lot. But then you have this shop next door. We found some plants. How cool would this be? I imagine, I'm using my head, but because it's got this like big bulbous trunk root on the bottom, I imagine it's like water storage. I'm thinking like a camel's hump, if you see what I mean. So maybe it'll do well for like a week or two. Get miniature ones as well. This is desert rose, so you can buy it as a bulb and then it grows into this. And you have this one. This one is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Huge. And actually, 1,400 baht, which is what, like 30 odd quid? That's not that bad, I would say. There's a whole host of them and these cool little trinkets in there as well. The shop is funky. I told you get some funky shops here, but you have all sorts of them and you can just buy them. I guess a little bit like tubers, if you see what I mean. But to be honest, I don't know what they are, and I don't know, well, there's names, so I'll take them down and I'll have a look into them. Spray every day, there you go, for that one. So that's just not going to happen, is it? So that's a shame. But here we have more plants. Bonsai is just not going to happen. Way too much care is required for that, but I'm sure they have other things. So I feel like these would be good, but again, they're going to need weekly watering. I mean it, guys. If you know any that would be good, and they need to be fairly big because that space is quite big. If you know any that would be good, do let me know. I'm sure in my subscribers I've got people who love gardening and love house plants. The obvious choice is cacti. of course. I just have no idea what would work. I need someone with expertise, and the guys here are just salesmen. They're not, they're not going to tell me much. Anyway, enough of that. I need to get going because it's nearly lunchtime and I have a cooking class to attend. I'm going to do cooking class for the first time here in Thailand. So I'm going to get on a bike, get central, and we're going to do a little bit of cooking. We're going to learn how to cook pad thai. We're going to learn how to cook mango sticky rice. I think there's a few dishes there for it. Should be fun. One of the best rated cooking classes in Bangkok, so I'll see you guys there. Welcome to Silom Thai Cooking School, located in the heart of Silom in central Bangkok. After a quick registration, our group was taken upstairs to where we would have the cooking class. First step was to put on my apron. How do I look? And we then began the cooking class with an overview of the 5 Thai dishes we were going to cook. And then the instructor went through all of the fresh ingredients and explained what they were and why they were used in Thai cuisine. This was fun, and everyone was engaged as we got to see and smell all of the ingredients. Our next task was to make the coconut milk that we needed for the day, something I've never done before. All right, I'm going to let you have the honors of this. This is Sarah. She's the one who invited me today. Hi. Also has a YouTube channel, Travels of Sarah Fay. So,
all right, you got a massage. Oh, yeah. That's hot.
I thought your massage skills would be better than mine. So, you're making your own coconut milk here.
Oh, this is so good.
Have you ever done this before? Made your own coconut milk? Me too. And that's quite fun, right? The point of this is you're learning new things and trying new things. When would you ever make something like this?
Only in Thailand.
Only, well...
Maybe?
Well, say hello to Malaysia and India and... There you go. All right, I didn't want any of those comments that I'm just making her do the work, so I thought I'd do some myself. And I love getting hands-on. It's quite nice. It's quite therapeutic. There we go, our very own homemade coconut milk. It was then back into the preparation room to prepare our ingredients to cook our first dish. There was a bit of chopping, a bit of bashing, and a lot of laughter. I think I did all right, don't you think? Fairly good start, I would say. What I am going to say is if you're nervous about cooking, like this one, or you're just not very good, like this one, don't worry. It's easy. She explains everything. She goes through every ingredient, how to chop it. And she's super nice, and she is patient, even when Sarah is really testing that patience. So far, so good. We're about to go and cook our first dish. We've got 5 dishes today. First dish is tom yum. Let's cook. All right, this is where it gets serious. Cooking actually begins. They've let us on. They're not on yet though, so don't worry. Tell you what, I should be filming her the whole time.
Yeah,
it's effing hilarious. So it couldn't be simpler. Everything goes in. That's what I mean. It's very accessible, I would say. Even if you've never cooked Thai food before, very accessible.
Ooh, we got fire. Oh my god,
Yeah, the chili is coming up now. How many chilies did you choose?
I put 2.
2? And you said you like spicy?
Spicy.
I put 6. It's going to be spicy though. 6 chilies. Fire red chilies. It's probably mine that's getting you actually.
It's yours. You're poisoning me. What if I'm allergic to chili? Breathe it in.
You've got to go spicy. This is when the,
like the joke.
cooking instructor puts a mask on. You know. Where are masks? Shrimp goes in.
Oh, we have shrimp.
Yeah, 3 juicy prawns. Oh, this is fast. It's been minutes. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Colour completely changes.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to hit it with the lime juice at the end. I'd say that looks pretty good.
This is amazing.
Now, I won't show you all of the dishes being cooked, but you should know that there was a lot of food, a lot of cooking and a lot of eating. And that's the best part, really. You get to meet new people, you learn something new that you can take home with you, you cook the dishes, and you get to eat them. It really was a great experience and something I would certainly do again. If you're in Thailand, or anywhere really, I think a cooking class is a fun thing to do. Anyway, let's go back home and let me tell you about my new camera and my new plants. All right, back home, and I want to tell you about a couple of things. I've got some new kit, got some new gear, new camera, and some new lenses, totally changing, and there's a good reason for that. I will let you know. Some of you are interested in that stuff, and some of you aren't, but if you're not, stick around, because I did end up buying some cacti in the end. I think I bought about 12 or 13 of them, so I'll open that on the new camera after I tell you what it is. So right now, I film on a mirrorless camera called the Lumix S9. And I think that has been the best camera I've ever had. It's good for photos and it's good for video. It's full frame. And when I really want to put effort into a video, I'll use that camera. Otherwise, I might use the DJI or I might use the iPhone, which is also fantastic, by the way. But if I want to go top tier, I use the full frame camera and I love it. However, there's a bit of a problem. Since I've got these, it struggles to find me sometimes. It will lose the focus, and you might have seen in one of my last videos. Actually, I wasn't even wearing the glasses. It was just pulsing. Like right now it has me. I can see the little box on the screen. However, with the glare, because there's an anti-glare coating on them, if I get the glare on it, it will lose me because it tracks on the eye. And it's just a pain in the bum, because that tool is my channel, essentially. Obviously, this tool is my channel. But that tool is my channel. If it's misfiring or not doing what I want it to do, it's annoying and the quality drops. So, spent a lot of money, money I didn't expect to spend, but yes, thousands, let's say, without going into how much I've spent, because I don't want to think about it. However, I think it will help, and I've moved to Sony. So I have a Sony ZV-E1. Now this camera is a little old, it's 3 years old now, it's not new tech, but it is fantastic tech, and it's got an AI chip in it, which recognizes for the autofocus. So I think it's going to be fantastic. Low light is also fantastic on this. I won't get into the techie stuff, but the low light on this camera is far better than the camera I'm using. So for those restaurants which are a bit darker, or the low light stuff, it's going to be fantastic. I will, maybe in the next video, take it out and we'll test it. We'll put it through its paces on the low light stuff and see how that looks. I got a vlogging lens with it. Well, my vlogging lens is the Sony 16-35 f4. It's light. It's not as light as the lens I'm using now, but it's a significantly better lens. I also got a 24mm Sony f2.8, what am I on about? f2.8 G Master. I picked my lenses up secondhand. Still expensive, but secondhand. Fantastic condition. This is going to be a nice lens for those cinematic shots, for those, you know, that overlay, B-roll, what I call it. It's going to be great. And then for those shots where I'm doing the tips videos, where I like to find interesting scenery to stand in front of, this lens, Zeiss 55mm 1.8. That is a beautiful lens. Beautiful lens, I hope. And I don't know, I try and stand in nice shots, but because my lenses on this camera aren't that good, or aren't that nice, they're just kit lenses, I can't really blur the background how I want. So they look maybe interesting in terms of the shot, but they don't look nice. And if I'm doing a more boring video, like now, I want to at least have nice scenery that you can go, oh, interesting. And I try to change it every spot. So those three lenses are going to cover me. I think pretty much covers me for everything I need. There's one more that I want, but I can't afford it right now. So we'll have to wait. What I do is whenever you guys donate, and some of you do, so thank you very much. Whenever you send me money on PayPal or on Buy Me a Coffee or on Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon for bonus content, I save it. And then I can do things like this, but I've wiped it out now. But I need to be wearing my glasses more because I've had the operation on my eye and still this eye has slightly worse vision and I can feel the tiredness in it. So I'm gonna change cameras and then we're going to open our package. Let's see if it's any better. And we're back. Welcome to the land of Sony. We're never going to use the Lumix again. It's a little sad, really. That's the Lumix camera. As I say, I loved it. I really did love that camera. I think this is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good purchase. Let's get on with this. Exciting. They were just too good to turn down, so I had to do it, didn't I? So I've got just a spot for them. Let me show you what I got. It's like Christmas Day. Look at this. They are cacti, so I need to be really, really careful. But he's packaged them all up for me, which is very nice. And yeah, I chose about 13 of them, all different ones, all in the small size, because the plan would be to have them to go up here above the TV, and they can all go up there. I think that would be really nice. Let's unwrap them and I'll show you. Oh, I'm so scared about the spines. This is dangerous work. They've been in the box, of course, and I'm scared of the spines and the gravel going everywhere, but the spines in particular. I don't know the name of this, so 10 points to whoever guesses this one. This is a little hairy one, look at that. Any ideas what that one is? They're so cute. I love them. I love them, I love them. Now I will get new pots and I will get nicer pots, but for now, we're just gonna get them up like that, all unpacked. And I got 13 for £7. So about 50 pence each. All different types, everyone is a different type, and there's some really cool ones in there. I really like that one, and this one also. I mean, some of them are flowering. This one's got pink flowers on. The color on that red one, that red and black one, is amazing. Some are hairy. They're just super, super cool. Very, very happy with them. There you go. That one's also interesting with another flower on them. I have no idea what's what, so let me know if you're an expert. Anyway, I'm gonna jump on a bike taxi and I'm gonna go and meet Gary for some food. See you there. All right, guys, I've come into the center of Bangkok, into Sukhumvit, the heart of the tourist area of Bangkok, and I've come out for a bowl of noodles with, well, it was going to be with Gary, with a friend, but I've got a bonus for you. I've got two people here, two very good friends. Let's go meet them. This segment isn't really about the food, but I may as well show you the food.
Stewed pork.
I'm gonna say you chose this.
I did choose this, yeah, because we were in Sukhumvit and you were like, do you know anywhere decent to eat? And this is a solid choice. Michelin recommended. I would actually usually go to the other restaurant on the corner which isn't Michelin rated, but it's closed today. Even though it's exactly the same restaurant. They're two brothers. One just has Michelin and one doesn't. It's the same.
So what have we got?
Right, we've got tom yum noodles. So we've got rice noodles in a sour and spicy soup with stewed pork meatballs, which are actually really, really good in here, really, really peppery. Some fish balls, fish cake, intestines, liver, all that good stuff. Rice noodles, loads of crispy garlic. Then with this one, I've got the same, but with no soup. So I got it dry, but we've got egg noodles in this one.
Yes.
Because it's dry, I like dry with egg noodles. And then we've got the same meat, fish, cake, hot mince, pork meatball. I would usually get it just with this sometimes because I really like this, and it's a really good broth and it's really good pork. So yeah, it's a solid choice. They're not the friendliest in here. All these Michelin places kind of go like that. They get so many tourists, Chinese, Japanese, Brits, Australians, like it's just a conveyor belt now, but it's a great place to stop and just have a quick meal.
But it doesn't matter so much because it's about who you're with. If you don't know who this is Mr. Roaming Cook, Peter, as he's more commonly known by his fans and subscribers.
What, did you tell her to say is that Peter? No.
She told us, she clocked me and went, oh, I just saw your mate, Gary. And I went, yeah, but she goes, for some reason I called him Peter.
She went, oh my God, and I went to stop and go like, yeah, it's me. And she went, is your name Peter? And I went, no. And she went, oh, you look just like Peter. And I just went, oh right, no. And just walked off and I'm trying to go, who's Peter?
He just got Peter Mandelson. But he just got recognised. And Paddy then got recognised and she said, oh, I just saw Gary, but we just called him Peter. I feel so bad. We're like, don't worry, we won't mention it.
I felt that's a stick because I was just about to go. Yeah, I mean it is me, but like let's not let everyone else in on the secret. Peter.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Mr. Paddy Doyle, still friends after hiking the island of Madeira together.
If we hike across Madeira together, we can do anything.
That's true.
We kind of revealed our inner demons to each other during that walk.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that footage. It makes the massage parlour we're going to after this. Right, come on.
Anyway, but jokes aside, the whole point of this segment is to tell you that one of the things I enjoy most about Bangkok and being here is being around friends and having a laugh. Now, that's no offence to you friends who are in Madeira.
But you're boring.
But yeah, it has been one of the joys and one of the pleasures of being here, just being able to do stuff like this, whether it's for filming or just meeting up. Is the food good? as he's scoffing it down.
Do you know what? I forgot how good this place is. Sometimes when you go somewhere that's this popular, sometimes you go and it's absolutely packed and it can be a bit tedious because you've got to wait outside. So I never actually usually come here anymore unless it's quiet. And then when I do, I realise why I love it so much.
Normally I like the dry one, but I have a feeling this one looks pretty good.
Because they cook all the meat, especially the minced pork, en masse in the broth. Get all that pork fat into the broth. It's really, really good in there.
All right, so we've been going through a few of the things that I like about Bangkok. I want to ask these guys, you have to pick one thing, the reason why you live in Bangkok.
Food.
Food?
Food.
Best food in the world.
Best food in the world, my number one, 100%. And if you don't believe me, you can watch my quick fire questions that Paddy asked me on his channel.
Paddy?
My partner, my wife, lives here, and so
Is that the reason?
I wouldn't live in Bangkok if it was up to me. If it was up to me,
Oh, really?
no, I want to live in like Koh Chang or Koh Samui.
Okay, well, I'll flip that then. I'll make it bigger. Why Thailand?
No, Bangkok's still amazing. I think the best thing about living in Bangkok for me is the fact that I never get FOMO because it's the epicenter of everything. Activity, promotions, content, energy. Yeah. If I was living in Koh Chang, on a lovely little house on a lovely little beach, I would feel like I was missing out on so many opportunities. But best thing about living in Thailand is the lifestyle and the people.
And for you, still the food, right?
Just the food, yeah, the food. You said only one thing I could say, otherwise I would have said the food.
I changed it from Thailand, from Bangkok, but it would still be the food for you.
Yeah, it would still be the food, but you said I could only say one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food. But also the people, the culture. It's just an amazing place to live. It's an amazing place to be. It's an amazing place to visit, guys. So if you're just watching this, not thinking about moving here, but you're thinking about visiting, Joe's got plenty more videos, different areas you can go to.
All right, 100 baht.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, time to go cut this hair, I think. I've got to be honest, it's a few days later and I wimped out of having my hair cut. Still got the curls because it's not an easy decision. It's not an easy thing to do to get curly hair cut in Bangkok. People aren't really used to that. And yes, I was a little bit scared. So we're going to give it a few more days and think about it. But that last segment, okay, it's not filmed the best, but I think you can see it's just fun. It's fun being around these guys and just enjoying myself here in Bangkok. I wanted to show that just a little bit. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the day in the life. Sorry about the camera. I mean, it's a good thing, but I need to learn it. There's going to be lots of mistakes, lots of wrong exposures and colors and choppiness and whatever it is, but stick with me for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video where I think we're going to go to Chinatown. We're going to branch out from this neighborhood for the first time. See you in the next one.